Hello. Morning, everybody. Can you hear me? Hey.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where were we? Ông Chen Bai, did I give you homework? Finally.
I think no.
No, we have to continue. I think we were discussing poems, right?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, I will share the screen later. For the time being, look at the book. Page 32, 33, student's book. Let's see. Everybody read again. We will discuss for 3A, B, C today. So to be able to understand it, I want you to read it again. I will let someone read. Xin này miêu read. The sea, can you read it?
The sea is a hungry dog, giant and gray. He rolls on the beach all day, with his clashing teeth and shaggy jaws. Hour upon hour he gnaws the rumbling, tumbling stones, and bones, 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 bones. The giant sea dog moans, licking his greasy paws. And when the night wind roars, the moon rocks in the stormy cloud. He bounds to his feet and snaps and sniffs. He shaking his wet thighs over the cliffs and howls and hollows long and loud. But on quiet days in May or June, when even the grasses on the dune play no more their reedy tune, with his head between his paws, he lies on the sandy shores, so quiet, he secretly snores.
Okay, the first one. Let's go back to the first verse. Actually, we have already discussed, in case you might forget, so I want to review a little bit. Xin này miêu, can you tell me a metaphor in the first stanza?
The sea is a hungry dog.
Yeah, the sea is a hungry dog. It is metaphor. And how about Eng Tr giant and gray, he rolls on the beach all day. So how about giants and he rolls on the beach all day. He rolls on the beach all day. I have already discussed it with you. I would like to make sure whether you remember or not. Aljamai, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want to know he rows on the beach all day. What figures of speech do you see? Didn't you write down one we were discussing?
I didn't write down.
That's why, you know, only the gap is only 2 days. Now you don't remember. I let you write down because I know that you can forget it easily. Amelia,
Yes,
he
teacher.
rows on the beach all day. What is that?
The meaning.
No, I'm not talking about the meaning. What figures? I want to know the figure of speech. What figure of speech is it? You should write it down. While I was explaining, discussing, what were you doing? Sumi.
Personification.
Yes, personification. He. What is he? Sumi, what is he? What does he refer to here?
He referred to a dog.
A dog?
No, yes, to the sea.
The sea, the sea. Dog is not the real one. It is not the dog. It is, he refers to the sea. We are talking about the sea. So the sea is compared to a person. That is why it is the personification. Next line, with his chasing teeth and shaggy jaws. Idra.
Sorry for late, teacher.
Yeah. With his clashing teeth and shaggy jaws. What's that? How about Dilita?
Is it
What did I
personification?
say? With his
Clashing.
clashing teeth and shaggy jaws.
Yeah.
Was
Is
only
it
that?
personification?
Yeah, personification. His clashing teeth, not the real one. His means the sea. So his clashing teeth and shaggy jaws, it is personification. Okay, next one. Hour upon hour he knows. He knows. Delete that again.
Is also personification.
Yeah, he knows. It is personification. How about hour upon hour? What is that? Sumedwa, what is that?
Recording in progress.
Is it metaphor? I don't think so. I didn't know that.
No, I'm not talking about metaphor. There is no metaphor. Hour upon hour, hour. Besides, yeah, your answer is correct. He knows. That is personification, right? He means the sea. So the sea is compared to a person. So I want to know hour upon hour. What device is it? I mean, what device? Repetition? Repetition. Do you remember repetition? Two words.
Oh, yeah.
Alliteration.
Two words are repeated. That is repetition. Do you remember?
Yes, teacher.
And next one. How about the rumbling, tumbling stones? Rumbling, tumbling. How about touch raising? Rumbling, tumbling.
It's also repetition.
Where is repetition?
I think
repetition.
rumbling tumbling is same.
Huh? Are they the same? How can it be the same? They are
Teacher,
they are
I don't know how
repetition.
to pronounce it. O-N-O-M-A.
Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. It is a figure of speech. Rumbling and tumbling. So that is song. Song is used. So it is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia. Okay, let's go further down. Bones, bones, bones. What is that?
Onomatopoeia.
And what else? Another one? The same word is used for 4 times. So it must be repetition. Can we say that it is repetition?
I think so.
Yeah, that is repetition too. Repeated words. And then the giant sea dog. The giant sea dog mourns. Suiton, what figure of speech do you see?
Is there a personification?
Huh? You mean personification? Because of the word mourns. Yes, mourns is used for the people, but here, the giant sea dog, how about the giant sea dog? What is that? Suiton, the giant sea dog. How about that? Personification is okay if you put mourns. It is personification. I'm talking about only the giant sea dog. If I stop there, the giant sea dog, Kevin, what is that?
Is it metaphor?
Yes, it is metaphor. If I stop sea dog, it is metaphor. If I put mourns up to mourns, it is personification. Licking his greasy paws. His greasy paw. The Suyati is Suyati here. How much Sunyatwe? His greasy paws. What did we discuss? Greasy, you know greasy. Greasy paws.
Is it personification?
Greasy paws. Yeah, because of him, we could say personification. Yeah. Licking. So according to this, it is personification. Licking his greasy paws. Okay, everybody, let's go to the second. Let's go to the second verse. When the night wind roars. Vanessa, what is that? Vanessa, don't you study at home? We have already discussed these. When the night wind roars. Tume, can you say?
Personification.
Yes. The night wind roars. Wind is used like a living thing. So it is personification. Okay. And how about next one? Touch reason. The moon rocks in the storming cloud.
Personification.
In the storming cloud. So it is about the moon rocking because of the word rocks. It is personification. He bounds to his feet and sniffs and sniffs. He bounds to his feet. I'll jump by.
Alliterative expression.
Alliteration because of sa, snuffs and sniffs. Yeah, alliteration. What else did you see besides alliteration? Yeah, you are right. Alliteration. And what else? He bounds to his feet. Bounds.
Personification.
Yes, he bounds to his feet. That is personification. Shaking his wet sides over the cliffs. His wet sides over the cliffs. Shaking his wet sides. So either I cannot communicate. Amelia, I cannot communicate. That's who on. Shaking his wet sides over the cliffs. What is that? Kevin, shaking his wet sides over the cliffs.
It is personification.
Because of his, right? His wet sides. How about the last one? House and hollows, loud and loud. What do you see there? Kevin, what did we discuss for that line? House and hollows, loud and loud.
Alliteration.
Yeah, house and hollows, ha. Loud and loud, la, right? Alliteration. And what else? Besides alliteration, what else? Later, what else can you see? House and hollows.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah, onomatopoeia, right? The sounds. So it must be onomatopoeia. Okay, let's go further down. But on quiet days in May or June, when even the grasses on the June play no more their reedy tune. With his head between his paws. With his head between his paws. Amelia, what is that? Tasuang, with his head between his paws. What's that? That's all, no response. Synonym.
Personification.
Yeah, personification. And next one, he lies on the sandy shores. Ông chăm bài. He lies on the sandy shores. What is that?
Alliteration.
You mean sandy and shore?
Yes, sir. Sandy shores.
Star and sha. How can it be alliteration? They two are not alliteration, although it starts with S. I explained it already. Sa sound and sha sound, they are not alliteration. So in this line, what can you see? Not alliteration. Jalida, can you say? Oh, I could communicate with a few students. What's wrong with the others?
It's personification.
Yes. His head, his balls, not the real thing. All right. The inanimate thing is compared with the living thing. So it is personification. He lies on the sandy shores. He lies. He means the sea. The sea. That is why it is personification. So quiet, so quiet. He scarcely snores. Scarcely snores. Touch with it. So quiet, so quiet. What is that?
Repetition.
Repetition. And how about scarcely snores?
It is personification.
Yeah, okay. It is also personification. It is correct. And I mean another one, scarcely snore. Sa.
Alliteration.
Alliteration. Everybody, you must be able to distinguish devices. Okay. So I have already discussed these on Friday, but I would like to review and I would like to know how much you remember. Only a few students could remember. The rest, what were you doing at the time? So now I will go to number 3. The poem in text 3A is a sustained metaphor. Yeah, we have already mentioned that metaphor, right? The first one, a hungry dog. So it is the metaphor. Can you explain what this means? And do you think the device is successful? So, yeah, one way to explain it. Yeah, it is that. Do you think the device is successful? I would like to focus that. You know it already. It is a metaphor. So, and here, Sume, what do you think? Is this successful?
Yes.
Yes. So you must give reason for your answer. Yes. Why? So you must say the device is successful because everybody, you should copy and you should note down, because when the exam is near, when you encounter the similar situation, you can give the reason, right? The same reason. So why do you think that device is successful? So is it a comparison, Sume?
Yes.
Yes. So that comparison is suitable, appropriate. The dog is compared with the sea mostly. So is it suitable?
Yes.
So in that poem, you could see the comparison in more than one place, right? More than one place about with a dog. So it means that the aspect of comparison with a dog. Appropriate. Appropriate means suitable. Appropriate, it means suitable. So the aspect of comparison with a dog is appropriate. to show, you know, how should I say, like the features and behavior of the C, behavior of the dog. They are quite similar, right? So C is, how should I say, animate. Dog is animate. So, but their features and their behavior are quite similar. That is why we could use metaphor. So to show the similarities of the features and behavior of the animate and inanimate. Okay, that is the reason for number B. Sorry. The device is successful because the aspect of comparison with a dog is appropriate to show the similarities of the features and behavior of the animate and inanimate. Amelia, could you please read? Do you think that the device is successful? Device means metaphor. The use of metaphor is successful according to the question. How will you answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Why? Yes, it is successful. Why? I gave you reason here. Because
Because the aspect of
As-
comparison with the dog is appropriate to show the similarities of the features and behavior of the animate and inanimate.
yeah, animate means dog. Inanimate the sea. Okay. And let's go to next. B. Look at the rhyme scheme of the poem. On that day, on Friday, I discussed about the rhyme system briefly. Today I will do it again. So I did it that briefly to make you aware of the rhyming patterns. So here, look at the use of repeated vocabulary. That is another thing. And sound through alliteration, assonance, and consonants. What is the effect of repetition? Another, there are two main. The one is rhyming scheme. Okay, let's talk about rhyming scheme first. Rhyming words. Do you know what rhyming words? Similar sound pattern. That is called rhyming words. Similar sound patterns. Can I erase it? Have you finished this for number A? Okay.
Yes.
To make it organized, I have written it, but if you can give the similar answer, it is okay. Okay. So I'm just giving you the example based on this point. And another one, everybody, let's do rhyming words. Here, the first verse, the first stanza. Dog, no rhyming word for dog. Okay, so I will continue. Gray,
Okay.
gray day. So they have the similar sound. So I will put AA. Okay. So I will put A. Gray day. They have similar sound pattern. They are rhyming words. Yeah. And let's go further down. John knows. So John snores. Come on. Say. Are they rhyming words?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So they have the new pair. So I will put B. Right? Do you understand what I mean? I name it A with B because this pair AA, this pair BB. like this. Okay. How about oh, we cannot neglect this. Sorry. Wait. We cannot neglect this. So when we check this one, dog, it doesn't have the other rhyming word, but we have to take into account that and we will put A. So I will put gray and day, B. B. How about jaws and nose? C.
Yes, they are running.
So they are CC, right? How about stones, bones, moans?
Yes, they are.
Stones, bones, moans. They are rhyming words. So they have similar stones, bones, moans. So I will put D. I make group like D. Everybody, how about pause? Pause is the same as, come on, say.
C.
Huh? Pause. Hey, look at dog, gray, day, jaws, nose.
Jaws, pause.
Stone.
Jaw,
Pause.
nose, pause, right?
C.
So for jaw, nose, I put C. So this one is also C. Okay, everybody look at this rhyming pattern. So the rhyming pattern is A, B, B, C, C, D, 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 C. So is it regular rhyme or irregular rhyme? Regular rhyme means A, B, B, C, C, right? Or maybe they have the same, but here A, after the B, B, after the C, C, D, D, after the C again. Regular or irregular rhyme? What do you, irregular, that is called irregular, okay? I will continue the second stanza. Let's find out the second one. Roars, clouds, sniffs, cliffs, loud. Roars. For this one, the new one, roars. What is that? In the second one, okay, I will put this A. Okay, I will put this A. How about clouds?
Loud.
Okay, so I hear cloud and loud. This is called B, right? So I will put B, but B is at the end again, B. How about sniffs and clips?
Yeah, right.
Huh? Sniffs and clips. B or C?
C. C.
C. So in this rhyming pattern, A, B, C, C, B. Does it follow regular rhyming pattern? No. It is also irregular, right? Irregular. It doesn't go in a regular way. So it is irregular. We call it irregular. Let's go to the third one. June and June. June and June. And June. Are they rhyming words? June.
Yes.
June. So I will put A. After that, pause, shores, nose. all sounds. Pause, shows, nose. Another rhyming pattern. So I will put B, right? So B, B, B. So when we look at these poems, this one, I will go back to the question. In the question, it says, look at the rhyming scheme of the poem. What do you notice the rhyming scheme? The rhyme is regular or irregular? Everybody.
Irregular.
Irregular. When we check all the stanzas, it is irregular. So first of all, for number B, you need to say the rhyme is irregular. You should say like that. Can I erase the rhyming patterns? Have you copied? Only when you write down, you can remember and you can understand. Otherwise, you will forget it easily. Okay, I will erase. Okay. So the rhyming scheme of the poem. Concerning that question, what we can say is that the rhyme is irregular. You can say that way. That is for the first one. Look at the use of repeated vocabulary. Okay, we will discuss the repeated vocabulary. So I will go back to repeated vocabulary. Sinaimyo, can you tell me repeated vocabulary in the poem? Repeated and alliteration, they are not the same. Alliteration, sound, the occurrence of repeated sound pattern, right? Repeated vocabulary means repeated word.
Rambling, tumbling.
Are they repeated? Rumbling and tumbling, they are not repeated. Sui Chuan, could you please tell me repeated words?
Hour upon hour.
In the first verse,
Yes.
what
line.
yeah,
Hour upon hour.
so hour, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will talk about repeated words. What kind of repeated word can you see? Repeated words.
And bones.
Yeah.
And the last line, so quiet.
So you need to write that way. Repeated words like in the first one, hour. The other one, bones. And what else?
And the last line, so quiet.
So you mean that the second verse, no No repeated word.
Yes, no repeated word.
No repeated word. And the last one, so quiet. Okay, these are repeated words. And let's go to next one. It says alliteration. Repeated words such as our, home, so quiet. Alliteration. Someone. Tashwizan, would you like to try for alliteration?
Yes. H-O-O-S-O-W-L, always and always.
Huh? Alliteration such as, let's go back to the first one, orderly.
Yes.
For alliteration, what do you see?
Yes. But
Any alliteration?
bounce.
Yeah, how about the second stanza?
Always and hollows, and then loud and loud.
Oh, house and hollows, you mean?
Yes. Yeah. And then loud and loud.
How about snuffs and sniffs?
Oh, yes.
House and hollows.
And secretly and snores.
Now and loud. Wait. Anything else?
And secretly and snores.
Secretly. Or see, scarcely. I'm
Yeah.
yes, scarcely snores. Everybody, these are alliteration. How about assonance and consonants? Let's talk about assonance. Assonance, so it means their ending sounds are quite similar, almost the same. For example, rumbling, tumbling, ling, ling, rumbling, tumbling. That is sort of assonance, because not the whole word, but the last syllable is the same, right? So it is assonance. So I will put this one, rumbling and tumbling in the first part. And what else? Can you find the other one?
What about beach and tea?
Wait. Where, Vanessa? Wait.
Beach.
Means beach, right? That is cha sound. Teeth. Ta sound. No. They are not a assonance. C, greasy. That is assonance. Because C, E sound, right? Greasy, G-I-E-S-Y. Greasy, C-E. So that is assonance. Greasy and C. So they are included in assonance. Not the rhyming words, but they are called assonance. Only the last part. They have similar sound, but then.
How about sandy shores?
That is sandy. D. If you want to put D, it must be greasy, sa-e, C. Then D, no. Sandy is okay. Shore is not included. Just put that one. They are called assonance. Okay, I won't do consonants. I won't do that. It is so complicated. So you will be confused. So I would say again, for the rhyming scheme, what you can say is that the rhyme is irregular. For the repeated words, yeah, we have already discussed repeated words, alliteration, and also assonance. The ending sound, the similar ending sounds. So that is the main thing is this one. They are used in the poems, right? The repeated words, alliterations, and assonance are used in the poem. Okay, you can say can be seen. You can say like that. Can be seen in the poem. So the next step. What is the effect? Because in the questions it says the effect. Can you think of the effects? Kevin, can you say the effect? What is the effect? What does the writer, the poet want to show? What is the effect? Would you like to try before I
You
give
want to emphasize an idea,
what is it about?
emphasize
What is
like
it
the
about?
sea.
The sea. So the sea, does the sea have the same mood or different mood?
Different mood.
Because the sound pattern, right? It has changed depending on the situation. So it means that the poet wants to show the poet wants to describe exactly the sound of the sea in different moods. That is the point, right? So what is the effect? You need to say that the poet wants to describe the effect, the use of these. It means repeated words, alliteration, assonance, all right? That the use of the effect of these things, these devices, is wants to describe the sound of the sea in different moods. The poet wants to describe the sounds of the sea in different moods, because when the night wind roars, you know, the way the sound is different. When he rolls on the beach, and also quiet days. So depending on the situation, the sound of the sea is different. I won't do number C. Number C is not concerned with this point, the extended one. So if you know A and B, it is okay. Got it? When you are finished, I want to go to the B. Can I go to the B? Finished? Have you copied? I will erase it now. Let's go to the bay, everyone. Let's discuss first. Do you know the meaning of bay? The Bay of Bengal. We have the Bay of Bengal. In Burmese, how do we call that? Bay of Bengal. So many what is
Bangla
yes. Say louder. I'm trying to say louder.
Bangla bin
Bangla what?
Bangla bin oh.
Yes. That is the Bay of Bengal. So it comes from Bay, right? So wait, someone who wants to read, who wants to recite that one? The different one. So it will the Bay. Read up. On the road to the Bay.
On the road to the bay was a lake of rushes where we bathed at times and
Bathe.
changed in the bamboos. Now it is rather to
Where we bathe.
stand and say, how many
B-A-T-H-E-D, bathe.
how
Where we bathe
when we bathe at times and change
in the
where we bathe at times and change in the bamboos. Now it is rather to stand and say, how many roads we take that led to nowhere. The alley overgrown
nowhere.
lead to nowhere. The alley overgrown no meaning now but lost. Not that veritable garden where everything comes easy.
Okay, second verse. I will choose the other one. That's so on. Can you read the second verse? And by the bay.
And by the bay itself, where with
Carved names.
half day and a cat on the store beside
Maori Albans
Maori about will
race
boat
boat
on
on the
the
banks of the whom
who might create or sun
in those
autumn
autumnal shallows
and then sun shallow and growing for
go in
that
amber water,
within the Lord upstairs and
waiting
upstairs
for
and
the
waiting for the
sunny one. Okay, the third one, Suyati. Can you?
Okay, sir. So now I remember that the dew and the little flashes on driftwood, so poisonous and quick. The curved cliff and the great alpine surf with currents round the rocks and the bird rising. 1,000 times an hour is turned across and burned for the sake of going or living. But I remember the day that that never was, and then like stone and cannot turn away.
Mm,
James get excited.
yes. So here you are given two words at the bottom. You can check it. First of all, I will give you a minute. You need to try to understand some words. We pronounce this one permits. P-U-M-I-C-E, permits. Tanifa. T-A-N-I-W-H-A, Tanifa. We say it that way. Tanifa permits. I would like to discuss the first one, the message and language of the poem in the text 3B, in number 4. Page 34, everyone. In small groups, analyze the message and language of the poem in text 3B. Everybody, I hope you have already read briefly. In the first one, who is we? Sume, how do you understand my we? On the road to the bay, the road to the bay was a lake of rushes. A lake of rushes. How do you understand my that? Rush means that you move in a hurry, right?
Yes.
A lake of rushes. Yeah, you could see was
A place where
you used to be in a hurry on that road. A lake of rushes. You used to be in a hurry. Hurry movement, right? There, on the road to the bay. When we bathe at times and change in the bamboos, in that lake, there is a lake, and you used to bathe and change in the bamboos. Now it is rather to stand and say, now was. What is the comparison?
the conversion between the past and the present.
Yes, you are right. The comparison between the past and the present. And by the way, who is we? You haven't answered it yet. We bathe. You know, bathe, take a bath.
Yeah.
So we means who?
The poet.
Poet. You are right, the poet. And then, how many roads we take then lead to nowhere? Okay, let's continue. Sume, how do you understand my that? How many roads we take that lead to nowhere?
It means like they didn't know where these will lead to.
Yes, correct. He didn't know, the poet didn't know where the roads lead to. The alley overgrown, no meaning now but lost. Not that veritable garden where everything comes easy. So when you paraphrase the whole verse, Sumi, how do you understand by that?
It means that the road to the bay is the place where they used to hurry and where they paced. Now, but now the poor didn't know where this road lead to, and also uh, the alley is overgrown, but it doesn't have any meaning, and it is not like the garden. It is not like the garden where
Wait,
it's not.
it is about the poet's native tongue. According to the first verse, does the poet have pleasant feeling concerning his native tongue? What do you think?
He had a pleasant feeling about his need in the past.
Pleasant feeling. Does he have a pleasant feeling concerning the native tongue?
Yes.
Why do you think that he has a pleasant feeling?
He used to have a pleasant feeling, but now he doesn't have anymore.
Really? Let's go to the second one.
Recording in progress.
Dilita, read the second one.
Okay. And by the bay itself were cliffs with carved names.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. And by the bay itself were cliffs with carved names, and the hedge on the shore beside the Maury ovens. We raced boats from the banks of the Farming Creek and swam in those autumnal shallows, growing coal in amber water, riding the log upstream and waiting for the tanifa. Yeah.
Okay. It is about the activities that the poet did in the past. Right? By the bay, near the bay.
Yeah.
There were some cliffs with carved names. Ahead on the shore, beside the Maori ovens, we raced fastens. There are boats from the banks of the Pamek Creek. Creek is a small river. Or swam in those autumnal shallows, growing coal in amber water, riding the logs, you know logs, the tree trunk logs, upstream and waiting for the tanifer. Tanifer is like a sea monster. So the rider used to do these things when he was young. All right. So let's go to the third verse. So now I remember.
So now I remember the bay and the little spiders on driftwood, so poisonous and quick, the curved cliffs and the great outcrying surf, with current sound and the rocks and the buzz rising. 1,000 times an hour is torn cross and burnt for the sake of pouring on living. But I remember the bay that never was, and stand like stone and cannot turn away.
Everybody, look at the last verse. So now I remember the bay and the little spiders on driftwood, so poisonous and quick. In his childhood, he didn't notice that they were dangerous. But now he has realized that they are really dangerous. The carved cliffs and the great outcrying surf, blah, 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 it is given. And I remember the bay that never was, stand like stone and cannot turn away. So according to this, I must ask the same question to someone else. Tashuzi, how do you understand by this? According to this, does the writer have pleasant feeling concerning his native tongue?
I think no. Here's sad.
How about, yeah, say.
Here's sad.
How about Vanessa? How do you feel that? Which one is more exciting, the past and the present? Which one is more exciting? In his childhood, he didn't know that they were dangerous. He used to be happy, but now he has realized that these are dangerous.
1,000 times of is turned across.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about that. I mean, his feeling, the poet's feeling, concerning the place he used to grow up. How about Ao Chan Bai? Ao Chan Bai?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, see. Can you catch the point that the poet wants to say?
No, sir.
No feeling. How about Dilita, can you say something? I have given you some prompts. I'm discussing 4A. What point you think the poem is making? What point you think the poem is making?
Is he comparing the present to his childhood past memory or something?
Yeah, that is the comparison between the past and the present. It is correct. And what else? His feeling. The last part. Now I remember the bee and the little spiders on driftwood, so poisonous and quick. And the last one, and stand like stone and cannot turn away.
He doesn't really please about the present situation.
So for him, that childhood, the situation that he was a child, the situation in his childhood was better. You mean like that? So the first one, what point you think the poem is making? For this one, what are you going to say? It suggests that yeah, he also mentioned that the alley overgrown, no meaning now but loss. Loss. How do you understand my loss? What has he lost? Maybe his childhood friends, right? He could not meet now. At that time, he were he was having fun with his friends. Now it is quite painful because some are not there anymore. So he has lost something that he used to have in the past. That is for loss. So the whole poem suggests that, according to that, it is better to go back to, how should I say, is it better to go back to the place when you spent, it means in your childhood. My question, is it better to go back to the place where one used to grow up, according to the words? According to the poem, the poet doesn't want to go back because he has some pain, because bad loss. In the first part, he could see some of the activities that he used to have in the past. And then the last part, and you could see that, and also the word like loss, and at the things that he used to do in the past were quite dangerous. All right, and he mentioned it. But throughout the poem, he doesn't show the pleasant feeling concerning his how should I say, concerning the place he used to grow up. You could see like no loss, and now the places are quite dangerous. He used to be happy. He has realized that. So he doesn't have a good attitude to how should I say, doesn't have good attitude to the place. I mean the bay. All right. So here it says, what point you think the poet is making? You could say that it suggests that overall, what I can say is that it suggests that this is for number A, 4A. It is better not to return to a place one spent time in, one means someone spent time in childhood. Since memories, everything comes easy, but loss, according to that, it is memories. Memories will bring disappointment. Yeah, to make it short, For the whole poem, number one, what point you think the poem is making? Yeah, that point. It suggests that it is better not to return to a place someone spent time in childhood, since memories will bring disappointment. You know, the lesson that we heard in the previous turn. Do you still remember a poem? In that poem, the poet described about her native town, her birthplace. Yeah, but the pleasant things about her birthplace. But here, the poet is not like that. The poet has different feeling. The poet doesn't mention good things about the place he used to grow up. So you must be able to compare that according to the use of words in the poem. So time is up. So I want to give you homework. So everybody, I want you to try to understand about the second poem, the Bay. All right, and you could encounter some new words. Check in dictionary. Think ahead for B to E. I will discuss some questions, but you need to think ahead. How much you can think on your own, whether your answer is quite similar to mine or different. Later we will discuss. So only when you read and think ahead, you can know it. So as they are poems, we will have to discuss figurative language. And I want you to read ahead for page 36, 37. About a drink of water. Please read it in advance, a drink of water, so that we can go a bit quickly. That the lessons are quite challenging then. You cannot go, if you don't read it ahead, you cannot go quickly. Do you know what to do? Of course, you need to learn the previous lesson, all right? What we discussed to be able to remember. For the next one, the Bay, I have already given you the answer for number A. And for the rest of the questions will be, we will discuss tomorrow. And also read ahead a drink of water. All right. Any question for today's lesson? Yeah. Okay, I will stop here. Bye-bye. Finish already? Can I erase it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
teacher.
Bye.